Put yourself in Tony Stark's shoes for one day. How would you feel? A playboy billionaire that has access to some of the coolest high-tech gadgets and a fortune to spend on anything you want. Yet, how exactly did he get to this point? Today, we'll be looking at the true origin of Iron Man within the Marvel Universe to find out exactly what made him so rich. Let's go! Tony Stark, born Anthony Edward Stark, was born to two SHIELD agents, Amanda Armstrong and Jude. In actual fact, Jude was a Hydra double agent that had little regard for anyone but himself and eventually sold out his SHIELD operatives. His wife, who was on death's door, was about to be assassinated, but instead he fell in love with her and saved her. After getting together, Jude revealed his true alliance to Amanda and its timely implications that saved her life. Out of anger and frustration, Jude was killed by Amanda. Traumatized by this development, Amanda asked SHIELD to ensure her future baby would find a safe and happy home. Director Nick Fury had followed the procedure of unwanted pregnancies and left the baby in the orphanage. Upon learning about this, Fury's associate and famous industrialist Howard Stark learned of this and decided to find the baby and adopt him, keeping his original name, Anthony. Tony had grown up with the conditional love of his mother and was unaware that he was actually adopted. His father, prone to his increasing drinking habits and physical prowess, had led him to beat up Tony, causing him to turn to electronics as a coping mechanism at barely 5 years old. Tony then started to believe that hardware was comprehensible and reliable, whereas people were unpredictable and hard to understand. His father saw the potential in his son becoming a world-class builder, so he sent him to a boarding school at the age of 7, where Tony had learned about the discipline of body and strength, as his father had intended. Fast forward, Tony joined MIT for an undergraduate degree at the age of 15. He would effortlessly graduate as class valedictorian with double majors in physics and engineering. Yet, we only know this is the beginning of his journey. Tony Stark was renowned for being a mechanical engineering genius. At 21, he took over his father's company and launched it into a huge successful corporation. During a testing of new technology in Vietnam, Tony was hit by a shrapnel from a booby trap. The shrapnel was lodged near his heart, and without help, Tony would die. There, he was captured by a communist leader and imprisoned, forced to make new weapons for the Overlord. Also in prison with him was Professor Ho Yinsen, a renowned physicist. Together, they built the first suit of armor that would become Iron Man. Professor Ho even made the chestplate of the armor with a device to help Tony's heart keep beating. Yinsen had sacrificed his life to ensure that Tony would wear the suit safely, and with that, Iron Man was born. With his new suit, Tony Stark had escaped and returned to the United States as a changed man. Over time, he innovated upon the suit that the late professor had given him. With full access to this equipment, Tony built a new, more streamlined suit of armor, the first of many updated versions he would create, and dedicated his life to fighting threats to the world. Since that first suit was built in a cave, Tony had created dozens of new suits and upgrades over the years. However, throughout the 50+ Iron Man models, there are common offensive and defensive capabilities found in most iterations. His friend James Rhodes was a pilot with the United States Marines and was in a bit of a pinch. He was shot down by rockets in a reconnaissance mission. Rhodes managed to land safely and was attempting to get his helicopter airworthy when he encountered the wandering Iron Man. After Iron Man helped Rhodes fight off an attack by enemy forces, Rhodes allowed him to drain the helicopter's batteries to recharge his armor. The two continued to make their way back to the American forces and stumbled upon a hidden rocket base. Stealing an enemy helicopter, they destroyed the site and flew to the nearest American base. Through finalizing his suit with a chest plate he liked, Stark finally made the existence of the suit public.
I am Iron Man.
He had concealed the origin of the suit and the fact that he needed to wear a chest plate to live. He was then known to manufacture the suit, which he called the human machine, for sale to the public. Now, he was finally on his way to being regarded as a hero. Stark donned one of his battle suits in order to prevent thieves from stealing parts from the other copies of it. This experience made him realize that the suit was too dangerous to be made available to the public. The next day, Stark revealed what had happened to him in the war zone to Joanna Nevena, his then fiancée. Together, they attended a tennis match in Forest Hills, New York, that afternoon. Stark brought along his armor, which he was taking to a nearby laboratory for tests. Terrorists who threatened to kill everyone present with the bomb invaded the match. Jonah urged Stark to don the armor to stop the terrorists. Stark did so, captured the terrorists, and saved the spectators by throwing himself atop the bomb. Iron Man thus publicly became a hero, and Stark had a new sense of purpose, having decided to combat evildoers as Iron Man. After this, Iron Man had unknowingly decided to keep a lie and say that Iron Man wasn't actually him. He was actually a paid bodyguard that wore his suit that he invented. Over time, Tony had battled countless villains and became a founding member of Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers. He then donated the Manhattan Mansion to the Avengers for their exclusive use. That's all we have for this time around. Let us know down in the comments who your favorite Marvel superhero is and why. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and subscribe for more daily content. Don't forget to ring the bell to receive notifications of when a new video releases. This has been Music Chess with Iron Man's Origin, signing out.